Here I'm going to continue with the creation of the Word document. So I'm here, I have a table of contents. I just typed table of contents, but actually I'm going to add the table of contents in a different way later, and I'll show you. But I already created a structure, an outline for my contents. So I'm actually going to paste it here so you can see it, and I just wrote it out. And notice how I have some major sections and I have the subsections as well. So a major section here, one major section here, and then a subsection. And it would be nice for you to have a subsection so you can use some of the heading styles that I'm going to show. And here I have the outline. And so I'm going to go to leave this page just for table of contents. And then I'm going to go to section one right in the uh, third page. Now, once you start typing one and you press dot and you hit enter, um, the program already starts doing indentations and all kinds of things. So maybe I'm going to delete that. I just delete it, and I'm going to just write I'm just going to write about the library or your organization. Now, notice that this is actually very big, 20. You probably want to put it around 12 or something. I'm going to click on it, change, and then I'm going to focus on that page. Now, before actually we move on to this, I'm actually going to do something, add a page number. So to add a page number, we're going to go to Insert, look for a footer or page number. Let's page number directly. But I like on the bottom of the page, and I'm going to use this accent one over here. And if you see, the page numbers were added in the footer. Now, the kind of funny thing here is that there is a page number on the first one, but you can actually, on the first cover page, sometimes people don't want that, but you can double click on it and just select here a different first page. And then so different first page, the first page is kind of like a cover page, and then the counting starts on the two. If you don't like the counting starts on the two here, you can also double click and then you go to page number and format page numbers. And if you put start as 0, this one will kind of be the 0 and this will be the 1. And you can change the page numbers that way. But it's nice, really nice to have page numbers. So once you go onto the first actual section of the content, you write the first heading. And you can go different ways about it, but so you can write the heading and then start typing something. So the the Detroit Public Library is a library, etc., etc., etc. And you can kind of copy other stuff. Maybe you write a little paragraph about your context, your library organization. And then on the second section, you're going to go to hardware and OS operating systems. But what I'm going to show you to you now is how to use these styles over here for the headings, which create all the benefits for your document. So to create the heading, I'm going to use these already predetermined heading styles here, especially heading 1 and heading 2. If you notice, we have one heading and a subheading, so that's equivalent to heading 1 and heading 2. And so what I'm going to do is, what I like to do is I like to click on the text that's going to be the heading, and then I just go heading 1. This is going to be heading 1. And then I click on it. Now, there's already a default format there, but you can modify that format. So you can do things in different orders. So you can actually click first on the text and then actually modify it. Notice how the headings came up over here too in a list of headings in the navigation bar, which you can see by going to from View, Navigation pane. So this is really neat to navigate the document as the document increases. Let's go back to Home, right click and Modify. So I'm going to modify because some things I like, but actually I want it numbered. So I'm going to go Format, where's the number? Numbering, and just the standard ones. Okay, hit OK. Also, I want some spacing. See how there's spacing before, but no spacing after. So I want to put some spacing after. So to do that, we got to go to Format and I think Paragraph, and see this 12 point before, but nothing after. So after would be good too. So let's make sure it's 12 and 12. Actually, before, yeah, maybe 6. 12 before, 6 after. That's good. Hit OK, and then it changes by itself. So it kind of gives a nice little structure there. Now notice that I had other sections as well. So I had some subsections, desktop computers and laptops under hardware. So I'm gonna write desktop computers. And once you do that, to do the second heading, highlight and then heading 2. Now notice how the heading 2 is not numbered and it doesn't follow along. It is placed over here though as a subheading under the number 2. And you can even kind of hide it like this. So, but we can solve this by, we already selected as heading 2. So right click, modify, format, numbering, and that's the same kind of style numbering, hit OK. And maybe the default here is fine. I see it's smaller. We can leave the blue color. Okay. Oh, actually go back, modify. I also like automatically update as soon as we make these changes. Now, if you see here, it kind of gave its own new numbering system. But what we can do is if we click on the number itself, you notice how it clicks differently, it highlights. I'm going to actually add 2.1 space. Once you do that, the computer kind of figures out what it's doing. And if you want to continue, so the second one I think was laptop computers. So I would hit enter from here and laptop computers. So 2 ways, you can hit enter laptop computers and then kind of go here and highlight, but then it does look, it doesn't follow along with the number. So what I like to do is Control Z undo that, is on the last letter here, what I do is I come in one extra letter, type the letter, then hit enter. And then look how it enumerates perfectly. So I just delete that S and laptop computers, same here too. It's kind of a weird thing, but it kind of works. Accessories. What was it? Yeah, accessories or whatever else you have. So here you created your main heading and then your subsections, and you can add your content here. We are proposing X amount of computers and laptop computers. You can just hit enter. Notice how my selection here is under normal of the styles. And sometimes once you hit enter, it does capture the style of the previous areas. So you want to make sure that you are under normal for the normal text. And then if you don't like, you want more spacing or less spacing, you can always go back, right click, modify, because it's automatically update, then it should be easy to, it should be automatically updates once you make changes here. If you want maybe more spacing, 6 as well, maybe 6 for the subheading, hit OK, OK, automatically updates all the other ones. So that's it for this section. I'm going to continue the rest in the next segment.